Thanks for coming. Yeah, we're excited about the indoor championship. We've had a good indoor season as a team. We're really thrilled with our progress. Obviously thrilled with Chris's selection in both events in the 3 and the 5 at the indoor championship, and Jamari with his first indoor opportunity. So we're excited about next weekend. See what will happen. I guess it's this weekend, isn't it?
What do you see from Jamari at SEC championships?
Well, it's the same expectation as we have for Chris. Number one, we're going to go have fun. We're here to celebrate great sport. It'll be a great challenge. Our goal is always to compete against the best at their best, and certainly this provides the opportunity. Unlike many sports, I mean, top 16 in their event, showing up in one place, and let's go. And so let's enjoy the moment. And then second, let's do the very best that we can do on that day. I wish that we had a playbook that had some defensive plays in it where we could go tackle some people and, have some interceptions and things like that, but we can't do that. So the only thing that we can ask of our kids is to do the very best in that day, in that moment, and enjoy the process and have fun with it. So that's the expectation.
It's got to be a benefit that 2 weeks before nationals, you're on the same track you were at for conference. Same runway, same banks, same.
That's part of the SEC. Everything's bigger and nicer, isn't it? So, the venues that we go to for the indoor national championship are often in the SEC, Arkansas, and Texas A&M. So, yeah, it's a terrific benefit to see the facility, and I know Chris really likes that track too. So.
How does your approach to coaching change now that you suddenly have just the 2 athletes and 3 events to work on going into nationals?
It's the same. It's really the same. I mean, obviously, whether it's 100 athletes lining up at a track meet or 1 or 2, we could be at the Olympic final, and the approach is still going to be the same with the same expectations. So the expectations for every athlete in our program getting into it as they enter a competition, your very best on that day, and let's enjoy the process and have fun doing it. And so it doesn't really change. So strategically, we're not talking about doubles like Chris said. We kind of knew what this double was going to be, but we're not having the discussion, do we put her in the mile or the DMR at the conference meet and that sort of thing. We're not having those kind of discussions. That's the only thing that's really changing. Strategic stuff.
Any reason to even consider putting her in the mile?
No. That'd be, in my opinion, that would be awful greedy. Do I think she's capable? Of course. But my experience tells me that when you compete at that level and you have that engine revved up, running that hot, it's like anything else. I think it's awful risky, and it'd be awful greedy for Missouri to do something like that. Awful risky to put her in an injury type situation that would be a setup down the road, in my opinion. So the 3-5 will be challenging enough, and there's great competitors in both events, and I know she's going to give everything she has, and that's why we're being. We know that she's got that great mile time, but our priority for her is to have fun, get through the meet healthy, and set up her future.
With someone like Edna Kurgat from New Mexico, do you kind of foresee it taking an NCAA record to win that 5K?
Could very well, but championships aren't predictable. Yeah. Sometimes they go out and set records. Sometimes it's championship racing, which gets really strategic. It could be that I don't think there's a lot of I don't think there's a lot of people in the 5 coming back for a 3 or running a double. But I would bet that there's a lot of people that don't want it to go fast because they know they just can't hang on. So I would suspect that there's going to be some people go out and try to check it up quick and see what Carissa and Edna do. If I had to hedge bets, I would say that Edna's doesn't want the slow race, she wants it fast, and I think Carissa's going to be ready for either kind of race, and she'll give it a go.
So obviously it varies per athlete and who you're talking to try and inspire them to do something, but what's the general message that you give to so many talented athletes to try and draw the best, because ultimately they're the ones running? What can you say to athletes?
Well, it's a great observation. So, we revisited this last night actually in our team meeting. That our objective is to be the very best that we can be, needs to take a hard look in the mirror and ask those hard questions. And, you know, are we doing everything that we need to be the very best that we can be? And we're never asking an athlete because, again, get back, you can't play defense in track. You know, so I can't control what you guys are going to do. The only thing I can control is me. I can control my choices every day, my effort every day, and if I can control those things every day, I can also control what I do on the track when I get there. And if I've given my very best effort on that given day, that's all a coach can ask. You know, that's all a coach can ask. And if we get beat by the best, man, go congratulate them. We got some more work to do. It's the same message we gave to Carissa when she didn't have her best day at the NCAA championship cross country. Well, let's talk about it. It's real, right? And our message is always that if we're on that level, we want to be so good that on our worst day we can't be beat. And she had her very worst day that she's ever had at the University of Missouri, and only 10 other people could beat her. Well, think about that. She felt the worst race she's ever run, and only 10 people were capable of beating her. You see what I'm saying? And if she takes that perspective into the indoor season, what might happen? Maybe get a collegiate record or something like that, you know? So that's the message we try to share with everybody. We're not asking everybody to come out and be an NCAA champion, to beat Carissa, to beat Jamari, but we're asking everybody to get better every day and be the very best that they can be, and that everybody's got a role in this team, and 100 to 1, you know, and the person that just walked in off the street and wants to be a part of the program and is going to give it a go, they have a role in this team to support Carissa all the way up through 1. You know, she might be the last one standing this weekend. That's great. She's not there alone.